With the release of recent updates, they added Combat 60. Combat is a skill that benefits you a lot in Hypixel Skyblock. It increases your damage by a significant amount, and you can even get crit chance alongside it. In the old days, we level up combat by doing revs or even killing gas, and we only get 200k XP per hour. But nowadays, combat got a lot easier. We can get upwards of 2 million combat XP per hour, and I'll be going through the best methods to get combat XP in this video. In a recent poll I made in the community tab, 61% of you guys said floor 6 terracottas are the best for combat XP, followed by Ghost in the Dwarven Mines and tier 5 revs. I'll be comparing these 3 main combat methods and show you the best way to get combat XP. For farming tier 5 revs, I'm wearing 3/4 Necron together with a Warden helm, as well as a giant sword and a Reaper falchion for sword swap. This will allow me to one-tap the boss so I can farm at maximum efficiency. Here are some clips of me doing revs. In 5 minutes, I did 8 tier 5 rev bosses, which means I'm averaging 37 seconds per boss. And in 5 minutes, I gathered 81k XP, which means I'm getting 976k XP in an hour. And with a wolf pet, I can get upwards of 1.2 million XP with this method. However, revs are actually quite expensive. I spent 800k in just 5 minutes, which means you're losing 9.6 mil per hour. But with Aatrox, you're only losing 4.8 mil per hour, and you may even break even if you're leveling up a combat pet. Revs are better than what I expected, but it comes at a price, and there are cheaper and better alternatives out there. We are extremely close to 10k, so please go down there and click the subscribe button. Also in my Discord, there's a special role that you can get, and it will be removed after I reach 10k. Enough with the sellout, let's go back to the video. 61% of you guys voted floor 6 terracottas as the best way to get combat XP, so I tried it out to see if it really is the best. So before the run, I'll be popping a combat EXP boost 3 potion alongside with an experience potion with Viking tier. Those 2 potions will roughly increase my combat EXP gain by 30%. Then I just rush blood normally with a Hyperion, then I swap to my Necron set. In the blood room, there are ways that you can speed up the spawning of the mobs. One way being killing the mobs mid-air, and it's actually harder than it looks because you have to know where to aim as well as knowing the general spawning locations. I have not mastered it yet, but if you know how to do it, you can do it below 70 seconds consistently. For this run, I did 71 seconds, which is pretty decent. And in the boss fight, what I like to do is to kill all the terracottas at the start, then slowly work on the golems. And if you're low, you can use the Flower of Truth to get your HP from 0 to 100 in a second. And also, if the terracottas are too close to you, use the explosive shot to explode them. And for the max efficiency, I'll be skipping the last part of the boss fight. The Satan takes a long time to spawn, and it's generally not worth waiting for that time. Enough of me rambling, let's look at the results. An average floor 6 run takes around 4 minutes 30 seconds. I got 6.6k XP from Watchers and 100k XP from the Terracotta phase, and finally 22k from the 4 Giants. So let's assume I have a 30-second downtime between each run. I'll be getting 130k combat XP in 5 minutes, which roughly translates to 1.56 million combat XP per hour. And with a wolf pet, you can easily get over 2 million combat XP per hour. You're also making some money from ancient roses on the side, which makes this really good for money. In my opinion, farming ghosts requires like 0 attention, which makes it the best method for XP. To farm ghosts, I'll be using 3/4 Necron with a Warden helmet like usual, as well as a max Swarm 5 Soul Whip. With a Mithril Golem pet, I can one-tap these ghosts with ease, but you should really be leveling up a combat pet while doing this. I will be leveling up my Grandma Wolf pet in this case, and let's see how much combat XP I get after 5 minutes. It has been 5 minutes, and here are the results. I got 79k XP in that period of time, and I got my Grandma Wolf pet from level 1 to 38. Which means I'm getting 963k XP in an hour, and with a wolf pet, I can get upwards to 1.2 million XP per hour. All these combat XP methods are great, but some outshine the others. The best method being floor 6 terracottas at 1.56 million combat XP an hour. Ghost farming and doing revs will result in a similar outcome, but revs cost coins while ghost farming is completely free of charge. I would say if you're a late to endgame player, I would recommend you farming ghosts. Ghosts require little to no effort, and it does not require a really expensive setup. If you have a maxed out setup like me and would like to speedrun the dungeon, you should do the floor 6 terracottas method. That's it for the video. If you learned something new, please go down there and click the subscribe button. And anyways, have a nice day, peace out.